Yo, what is up YouTube? I'm back with another EVOMON video. And today I'm going to be going over the top 3 teams that I use for the entire game. So these teams are, just the teams that I just made, like for me, I guess, because they kind of just fit whatever I'm doing at the moment. So I have 3 teams, this is the first team. Now the reason I have this team is because this team is kind of like, it's just here to kind of help me with like whenever I run into like some kind of issue and I can't beat a certain monster, or I'm just like kind of PvE farming, these monsters usually really help me out a lot. Citadel, he helps me with the frostbite because he places a crap ton of frostbite, and eventually he can stack so much frostbite to the point where my snow lance gains so much power I can usually one tap enemies, and if that doesn't help then I can increase my attack. So this is kind of the team where I just place a bunch of effects. This is also what I call like my effect team. So basically, I like to place a crap ton of bleed using my wing combo with my Volcrest, and then I like to place my smoke cover, and basically lower their accuracy to the point where they can't hit me, so that my team can actually place the effects that I want them to. And then obviously my poison, which I can stack however much poison and then double it with my ultimate. And then obviously Citadel, like I talked about, he can place a crap ton of frostbite, and so by then I can then put my Starfire out, or my Tarragon out, to the point where I basically just keep healing to the point where they can't kill me. And that's just kind of like my stall method, you know what I mean? Like, this is just kind of my stall team, where like, oh hey, if I really can't beat a monster, then I just have to stall them out. Like, I just have to wait until they eventually die from my effects. That's pretty much what this team is. Now, if you guys don't already know, to get Volcrest, you have to actually go to like the Flying Territory, or sorry, the Raven Ridge. He is known as Bluebird. You can get him from this area over here. He's kind of hidden. He's one of the monsters that's kind of hidden away, but he's pretty easy if you kind of just like look for him, I guess. So let me just quickly show you guys. Let me go ahead and ride him. If you guys don't already know as well, they did add a mount for every single monster in the game, so that's a big update. I really enjoy that. It's a giant quality of life update that many games don't actually like focus on when they first come out, so I'm really glad that they're adding updates like that. But yeah, up here is where the Bluebird is, and then obviously you can evolve it into Volcrest later on. Now Thord Lord, if you don't already know, you can actually get him from Amber Acres, in this area right over here. This is where you can get Mudbud. And then obviously the little snake guy, Viparch, you can get him from Mirkwood. He is one of the first monsters you actually see. Then Tarragon is obviously behind him. Then Citadel is actually obtained from Shiver Snows. Now, all of these moves should be accessible to you. Like, I don't think I have any moves that you can't get naturally on your own. So these are just my skill sets. Heaven's Thunder, Thunderous Wind are kind of just high damage moves, because my main focus is my wing combo to inflict the bleed. For Dave, kind of just a mix and match for you personally. I would switch out Hone for smoke cover, because I don't really think he's gonna stay alive long enough to actually even use Hone. Obviously, for Viparch, Venom Burst is just also like a miniature version of my ultimate, or not a miniature version, sorry. It does more damage the more poison that stack on them, and also they have Fatal Rebound, which is just counter. Then obviously they have poison. So with Tarragon, we have Seed Bomb, Verdant Beam, Fighting Will. I would personally swap out Verdant Beam with either Leech Seed or Vine Drain, just to, if you really want to stall them out. Verdant Beam is just kind of just like my other damage move that I kind of have on him. Now Citadel, I have Snow Lance, which is my main attack move, because Frigid Force, I'm not always going to have Frigid Force. Hone is just to upgrade him. Frostbite is just to inflict a bunch of stacks. So now we're on to my main team. Now this is my main team. Like, this is like my team that I have fully like went into, customized, done all this, done all that to really make them as strong as they can possibly be. So let's go ahead and start off with Ruby or Wispex. She is highly regarded as probably one of the best status effects monsters in the game, simply because of her trait. Applying poison simultaneously inflicts 2 stacks of Psymark, basically meaning whenever I add poison, I will always add 2 stacks of Psychic as well. So because of that, I have Psychic Cast, which basically if they have Psymark on them, I do an increase of 40 power, like damage to the enemy. On top of that, Venom Spray constantly places stacks of poison every time I hit them with Venom Spray. And obviously, if I really want to just stack poison, I can just stack 5 poison each time I use this one right here. Now, obviously, if I use Corrosive Smoke, I can do even more damage depending on how much poison is already stacked on the enemy. Now, as you can see here, the reason she is so powerful is simply because the amount of poison that's on them is like, I don't know, like, well, I think it's like the stack of like 15 or 20. I'm constantly doing damage, and with a stack of the Psymarks as well, I'm constantly doing that damage as well. So example, I'm constantly doing 400 damage poison and then 200 damage Psymark, and then on top of that I'm doing damage from my own move that I'm using as well. So that's 3 points of damage. Insane, an insane combo. Personally, I like to focus on my special attack and my HP and my speed, because the main thing about her is my speed, so that I'm able to actually place the effects, and on top of that do enough damage to the point where, you know, obviously it's going to be an issue if Ruby is still alive. Now obviously HP is just for obvious reasons, just to stay alive. So on to Frostelli, which I actually haven't given a name yet. So if you guys are enjoying my EVOMON videos, please leave a comment down below what I should name my shiny prismatic Frostelli, which I actually enjoy the prismatic because it kind of goes with everything else. I kind of like that. It kind of like, you know, that feng shui, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, so Frostelli, for her specifically, she is an amazing like status effect. So whereas she puts effects like how do I explain that? Elemental effects. She's regarded as the best status effects. If you guys don't understand what status effects means, basically like smoke cover, reduces accuracy by 2, or like anything that reduces damage moves, or like etc. Like when you reduce someone's stats, that's status effects. So basically, she is highly regarded just simply because of her open support, giving her always a +1 priority when she uses a status skill. So example like this is a status skill, so I will always hit this before the other monster can hit me. Even if the other monster is way faster than me, I will always have a +1 priority unless that monster also uses a +1 priority move. So that's kind of like the, you know, obviously the twist with it. So I have Leech Seed to kind of help her stay alive, so that I can constantly place this smoke cover, and then eventually if I place all the smoke covers I can then use Frostbite Sting, which basically just inflicts frostbite, because why not? Then obviously she has Sleep Powder, which obviously just gives me more chances to place smoke cover, which is her main thing. So that's why I have her HP increase and her speed increase, and obviously her defense is also increased, because I want her to stay alive. That's her whole point. Her whole point is to stay alive long enough so she can put the negative 50% accuracy. That's kind of her whole point. Now Archipex, also I haven't named him as well. So if you guys have a name for Archipex as well, you know, feel free to leave it down in the comments below. He will probably get replaced soon, simply because I want a shiny prismatic version, but for now he is probably one of my favorite monsters, just in terms of like traits and damage and everything else, simply because Archipex, if you guys don't already know, he has one of the strongest traits in the game, like literally, because it doubles his damage on the first turn. So the first switch in basically just means like if he's your first monster, that's counted as your first switch in, you know what I mean? Or if you are fighting with, like example, I start off with Wispex, but then I switch mid game with my Archipex, then, you know, obviously his next move is going to do double the damage. So that's why he is very good as well. On top of that, he is a lightning type or thunder type that can place paralysis. If you guys don't know what paralysis means, it's not the same as Pokemon. With paralysis in this game, you can actually place vulnerability. So the more stacks of vulnerability, the more damage you'll be doing to the monster, obviously. So yeah, so I farmed for this mythic skill, Bolt Strike. If you guys don't already know, you can farm for mythic skill caches at the last summon island right here. You can fight any boss in the Summon Ruins, and then you have a chance to get a mythic skill. So with that, the reason I went to those lengths to get Bolt Strike is because on 10 times the power, it is a gamble, but on the 10 times power or even 8 times power, I will be doing more damage than my Thunder Retribution. Simply because with the multiplier of this move, it gets doubled because of this move, or because of my trait. See what I'm saying? So that's why I have Bolt Strike. And on top of that, I have Hone 2, which basically just increased my damage. And then eventually I would just use Thunder Retribution or Lightning Surge. So like that, he's also really good because his ultimate is one of the only ultimates where if it's constantly being used, it'll just permanently gain like power. So every time I use it and they're still alive, I gain 20 power, gain 20 power, gain 20 power, gain 20 power. You see what I'm saying? So it's pretty insane. Let's see. Oh, actually, let's see. And gains 20 power per electric type skill use. So even better. So the more electric type moves I use in a turn, the stronger my ultimate will actually get. So that's even better. So with this, I kind of dumped his defense because his whole point is really just his first turn. So I really need him to just be able to get that first attack in, because he usually does like 1,000 damage, honestly. Or like 600 damage whenever he's going against like other monsters. If he's super effective, he usually pumps out like 1,300 easy. So yeah, that's why I have Archapex. Now if I had him at shiny, he would have even higher attack stats. So that's why I want him to be a shiny. So on to one of my favorites, Gem Press, which I will also probably be replacing because I want the shiny version, which I do have the shiny version. Where is it? I do have the shiny version. It just so happens that I don't know where it is. Oh, it's right here. Yes, this is the shiny prismatic version that I just haven't really gotten around to like basically leveling up. I guess I could probably do it right now. I would take all my stars. I think I'll probably wait until the update before I go ahead and upgrade everything else. But yeah, so Gem Press is obviously usually it's kind of slow. Okay, it's kind of slow usually. However, he is super good. Now, the reason why he is so good is, for one, his trait, when attacking a target with stat boost, steal 2 random stat stages. So if a guy is just constantly buffing himself, I can use Gem Press to just steal those stat stages. And on top of that, its strongest move, the reason I have Gem Press, is Swarm Assault. Now, if you guys don't know what Swarm Assault is, I place Confusion on the enemy. For 3 turns, overrides any hostile skill attempt with 40 power normal type moves. So example, the only way to really get out of confusion is to swap your monster. And if you swap your monster, perfectly fine. You know why? Because I'll instantly get this back because of this skill set, Nether Wandering Spirit. On your EVOMON's first use ultimate, restores 2 ultimate energy. See what I'm saying? So yes, they could constantly switch. That's fine, because then I would just constantly do damage, and eventually I'll get way more out of it than him switching constantly. See what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why I have him, because he's kind of just like an overall good monster. He's kind of like a PvP, like in my opinion, he's really good for PvP. Some people have their own opinions on it, but I think he is very good for PvP because I have 439 speed, and unless you fully train your monsters for speed, like there's not many monsters that can outspeed like this optimized Gem Press. Obviously Volcrest, who's the fastest monster in the game, blitzes Gem Press in terms of speed, but that's fine because all I need to do is survive once just to place that confusion, and then it's pretty much wraps for whoever I'm going against. Now, obviously, one of my favorite monsters in the game, because they have been with me through thick or thin, is Rock. So, if you guys don't know who this is Lava Rock, and basically, he is literally like my tank. He's the guy who takes all of the damage and just eats it. He has 804 HP simply because of this, like all these equipments. So basically, I dumped his SBA and went for his HP because I don't need special attack damage because he's a physical attacker. His defense is already good naturally, but his special defense, I am trying to get a little higher, but 278 is still pretty decent. Now, number one thing I would say you should dump is obviously speed and special attack, because he doesn't need special attack or speed, because he's always going to be the slowest monster in the game. So speed is useless. There's no point in like making him faster. Like there really is no point, because even if you optimize him to the best you can, like someone with just a regular monster and they just kind of buff the speed will instantly be faster than the Rock, because he has a 62 in speed, because he's not meant to be fast. It's just simple as that. And another thing why he is known as my tank is because of Ember Birth. In my personal opinion, I like him more than Tarragon, because he is able to just do constant damage with the Sandstorm. He's able to counter, and on top of that, he's also able to heal and just constantly heal and do damage, mind you. So however much damage he does with his healing is how much HP he will heal. So yeah, pretty insane stuff right there. Now if you guys want to know how to actually get them, Wispex is actually obtained in the Netherlands over here. You can see all the way over here in the back. This is where Wispex can actually be obtained. Now Frostelli, she can be obtained in the Shiver Snows. She's this little dust ball right here. Arcapex is obviously in the Thunder Cliffs, which is a giant boss. And if you guys need some help fighting the bosses 1v1, I have a video on going over that as well. Over here is where you can actually fight Gem Press. I believe it is in Canyon Oasis. This is also where you can get the little mantis guy over there, praying mantis over there. So this is where you get Gem Press. And obviously, if you guys don't already know, Lava Crag is where you can get your Lava Rock over here. So yeah, on to my last team. So this team is basically, they're just my farming team. Like they're my team where if I'm doing dungeons, I use this team. So obviously this is Frostelli and Sundercrane. So these two guys are probably the best AoE monsters in the game, simply because their ultimate does AoE. And if you guys don't know what AoE means, it basically means like a area of attack, but I'm using it in the same sense of like, hey, I can hit all of these targets, so that's known as AoE. So because his ultimate is AoE and his move is AoE, I usually just have these two on cycle on repeat. And then obviously my Frostelli, same thing, literally the same thing, except obviously this one is ice. So yeah, so that's kind of my farming team. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, like example, there's an EXP dungeon in Petal Pond, and this is what the team I usually use to kind of just 1v1 everything. Over here is also where the equipment dungeon is, which basically I was just farming that earlier. That's how I got all of these equipments right here. So yeah, so definitely if you guys have time to just keep farming the dungeons, because they are worth it. And if you guys don't already know how to get Frostelli and Sundercrane, in the Flying Territory is where you will fight Sundercrane, the boss. And then also in Crystal Cascade, all the way over here in the back, you can actually find the Frostelli over here. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you guys are enjoying my EVOMON content, please hit that bell, please hit that subscription, and let's say 30 likes, guys. 30 likes, and you know what I'm saying, like, I know y'all will smash it. And if you guys want to continue to support me, I have a Discord down below in my description. If you guys would like to join up for more EVOMON content, or just overall streams, updates, and pings on, you know, yours truly. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see y'all in the next video. Later!